Alright, so I wanted to quickly go over a little bit something from Arknights Endfield. So essentially, very recently, we've had some new gameplay demo being showed in advance for, the test coming up very soon. And essentially, there has been a post from the developers, apparently. And this is brought to us by Chaotic, and we're gonna be reading this. So, the post here says, this is the result of the joint efforts of countless colleagues. Thank you for your love and suggestions. Games are difficult to make. There are still many things that have been modified or planned to be modified after testing. It is not the final version. Not. I don't know what that means. Hello, administrators. I am Peng Peng, the operator of tomorrow's Ark's End. First of all, on behalf of the entire project, I would like to thank you for your continued attention to the end and your patience. To Enfield. I assume this is Google translated. Since the first technical test, we have received valuable opinions and feedback from everyone through multiple channels such as the in-game questionnaires and social media platforms, which has provided a strong guide for tuning and R&D. Thank you very much. As you can see in the actual machine PV, we have made different degrees of tuning attempt for combat gameplay, integrated industry, boxcar exploration, or performance, which have received more feedback from technical tests. Of course, we have also prepared a lot of new content for everyone to experience. For the retest, we hope to verify the rationality of the long-term structure on a larger scale in this one, and further collect various experience feedback on the system integration and functional modules. At that time, we also hope that the administrators will be generous with their advice and look forward to hearing everyone's most authentic feedback. We have never stopped moving forward during this period of time, and we will continue to work harder in the direction everyone expects in the future. Finally, thank you again for your patience and support. I hope you will have fun in the retest. Tower of Seraph 2 is waiting for everyone. I assume this is supposed to be Arknights Enfield is waiting for everyone. Please join us instead of again. Arknights the End. So this feels very Google translated. Anywho, basically, everything that's being said here is that they really appreciate the support, they appreciate the feedback, they've been doing a lot of changes, they're going to be testing many things, they don't intend to stop there, they will continue working on the game and trying their best to make it better while listening to the players' feedback. So they're really they're really looking forward to see what people think of the game and hopefully make it better in the future, which is great. This seems to be a bit transparent, or at least communicate to some extent with the community, and this is always great to see. I apologize for the quality of this. I feel like there were some issues here and there, but I feel like the message overall was able to get through. Big props to Chaotic again for bringing this to our attention. That was a few days ago. Now, Chaotic, same person here, Refline, has also posted a video here, which is the comparison between the tech test versus the beta test gameplay, right? So I actually haven't watched that much gameplay when it comes to Enfield in the past. I didn't really check the CBT, but that's perfect experience to actually see the difference between the two. So let's have a look, sis. I'm very curious.
These past few days have been amazing for Arknights enjoyers, as we received a sick new trailer for Enfield on December 13th of 2024 and a brand new gameplay demonstration on December 14th of 2024. These videos uploaded on the official Arknights Endfield YouTube channel have shown a lot of improvements made to the game since the technical test that took place a year or so ago. In this video, I'm going to go over some of the most important changes and share a comparison from both versions of the game, the technical test and the upcoming beta test. Keep in mind that Arknights Endfield is still in active development,
and the game looks so good now.
Still change from this time to the actual release date that is yet to be revealed at the time of recording this video. If you enjoy my Enfield coverage, let me know by subscribing, liking the video, and commenting below. Now, sit back and let's dive in.
All right. The operator's UI. Okay. I kind of like that. So this was the first tech test in 2023, or at least one technical test back then. Okay. Looks kind of fine. I like this girl. She's like a rabbit, I guess. Yeah, she is. I like her. What's her name? Okay. So we can see there's some like sleek animation, kind of similar to Zenless Zero. Well, like you have some pose, like switching here and there. I'm not saying that Zenless Zero invented this in any way. I'm just saying it's a similar. I also said that before people will get mad at me for comparing stuff together. All right. All right, let's move forward a little bit because we gotta get the gist of it. And okay, that was it. And compared to now, those are the changes. Okay, let me be small. Yeah, so essentially they gotta change like the way that everything's presented here. Like all of the panel on the right side here was like is now on the left, and you get access to like the elite thing. Essentially it just looks better. Basically it looks better, it looks more dynamic in general, I would say. Even if this is not bad at all, make no mistake. I feel like, see here, you get quick access to all the stats and like your different ranks of your abilities, and you get the equipment on the right side. You can click on like your level and stuff. I think overall it looks slicker. Obviously the characters are at the top, like many gacha games. So overall, I think they kind of align with what people tend to expect from those kind of like character panels. And I think it looks pretty good. It does allow to have like a quick view here on the right side of like the equipment you have and everything that you might need very quickly. You know, you can, I assume like if you click on the weapon, you got to be able to change that. Same for artifact, etc. Everything is there. You can see like even the eidolons, which is at the bottom right, 0 out of 5. Then we can see like the level 20 out of 40. We can see the sign on the right side of the level big 20. This is where you're going to do the limit break essentially. So overall looks very sleek. This is nice to see. Okay, we still get the cool animation here. The menu obviously has been fully overhauled again. This actually kind of gives me some vibes from like, you know, how they do the menu in like Metaphor Refantasio, like Persona 5, Persona 3 remastered, well, the remake of it. In the sense, it's like you have a very mobile, like very dynamic UI. It's like shifting around, everything's moving. It's not like, oh, in a straight line. You see things kind of like in a curve. It's really cool. It's really cool. I think it just makes it stylish without being too outlandish and like without being too disorienting. So I think it's pretty cool, and it does give a lot of identity in my opinion. It really defines it defines itself pretty strongly, in my opinion. It's nice to see something a bit different like this, and I think it definitely stands out compared to other gacha games. Because at the end of the day, gacha games, I mean, every single gacha game tends to have the same kind of systems, and I think it's kind of important to, you know, kind of stand out, even if it's like in terms of UI visually. Because like, I mean, if it's a little something that's kind of impressive, people will remember it. So I think it's a good thing. All right. What else? Character looking good. Man, those characters look so good, dude. Oh my god. My apologies if you can hear Kiwi crying. Wolf boy. Alright. Panda boy with noodles. We kind of seen those already. That was during like the showcase. We like this girl. Reaction from the people has been like kind of strange. Some people get upset when I say she's Chen, and some people, well, I said she reminds me of Chen, and people got mad at me like, oh, just because she has horns she reminds you of Chen, how racist of you. She just because it's like the same species. It was like, holy crap. And then some people are like, oh hell yeah, it's the descendant of Chen. I'm just like, pardon, what should I just not say she reminds me of anyone? People take a lot of things very seriously, huh? Alright, so this was gameplay. This was combat in 2023. See, this is what I saw back then. Is that you had this like real time with pause. When you cast the skill, it kind of like slow time and you can use your ability. And I thought it was really unique, but a lot of people thought it was like very clunky. To be perfectly fair, I did not get to play the game back then, so I couldn't tell you if it felt clunky or felt bad. But I was curious, but also a bit reserved, as in I wasn't too sure if it was going to be my cup of tea. Now, obviously, this is a long time ago, right? But, I mean, it looks okay. You can see you can switch characters here. You can cast the ability. I think it's a full-on pause, actually. I mean, animation, I will say, like, the look of the game, like, graphically speaking, and, like, the animation overall are pretty good. I mean, sure, you can definitely see there could be some places where you're like, there is some room for improvements, and definitely, but yeah, it's not bad. This kind of reminds me of something like Final Fantasy XII, actually. Like, I don't even know if, like, in here, in this fight, are the characters actually... Is it... Like, is your protagonist actually just, like, auto-attacking? I don't even know. But yeah. Certainly interesting. But now it has changed. You can see, like, it's way more dynamic. There's no more pause anymore. You have, like, some quick chains with your characters. Like some kind of like QTE reaction depending on what you do during the fight. It's very cool. I think it looks good. I will say I think what we had before kind of had its own charm in a way, and was kind of unique. But I mean, they changed it for a reason, right? I assume that like from the test and like group testing, like feedback, people probably didn't like it too much. They thought it was probably better and or safer to go for something a bit more classic action combat-y. And I think if you're trying to reach a broader audience, I would definitely agree. Especially because like I feel like with games like HSR and stuff like that, there's definitely a market for turn-based. But I think something as specific as kind of like micromanaging your characters, pausing to cast their spells. I'm not sure everybody's super down for that. I feel like it's a specific genre that not everyone is down to, or down for. I think people either prefer action combat or turn-based, not necessarily a weird mix of the two. Not that it can't work, I think it definitely can, but yeah. Alright, base system back then. This is the Factorio gameplay. Kiwi's losing his goddamn mind. From what I've seen, like in the most recent trailer, it seems way more large scale. But I'm not too sure. I mean, this looks fine, I guess. To be fair, I'm not an expert in this genre of game, of like, manufacturing stuff and like automating everything. That's even a word. But I mean, hey, if you guys like those kind of games and you've played it a lot, do let me know what you think. Does this look good? See, yeah, everything looks way bigger. Like it is way larger scale, I'm not crazy, but it might just be like we can see like the small little boxes still being kind of small, so I don't know, I feel like the machines are bigger. It's really cool that you do get that nice bird's eye view. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looks cool. It looks grand. I don't really have anything to say here. I feel like, I mean, yeah, it's definitely more refined. Like, if you compare the two, if I go back real quick. Like, see here, like, everything's very small. So, the question is, are those the same machine? They just look like... Are they the same machine and they've changed the design of the machine? Or are those actually different machines? I assume they are the same. They have the same function. It's just that they decide to revamp how it looks at base. But of course, like, I can't know for certainty. But I mean, this looks impressive. At the very least, you're like, oh yeah, something is really happening here. It's not like we're in a weird, you know, camping lab. Looks pretty good. Okay, we saw that part. I feel like this is enough to give us a good idea. Oh yeah, no, this part is actually pretty cool. I love that when you like doing when you plant seeds or sow seeds, I suppose. All the other guys also go to like put the seeds too, and then you water the seeds, and everybody's super happy at the same time. Like yay, yay, yay! That's funny to me. Then we can see like the zip line that you can connect. I'm gonna not sitting through everything because we've already watched this previously. This is the base. Yeah, this is just showing the same thing we saw earlier. This is like this is the base. This is where you gotta put like your workers, like your character you own. You can put them here to work in those facilities, which is very, very cool. But I don't think we had a comparison. In 2023, we didn't have that system. So here it shows basically everything. You can walk around. You can actually see people kind of like walking around, taking information in, etc., etc. And then you can walk around the space station. You can see some of the characters. Like this is the not Chen girl over here. She's just like kind of walking around, chilling. And then you get to see like the bridge. It's really, really cool. So there you go. Those are the differences we've seen so far. Looks really good. Once again, big props to Chaotic for doing nice work and dropping this here for everybody to see. And yeah, so I mean, this looks good. Definitely the base building looks better. The base itself looks amazing. I assume we didn't have a base at all in the previous test. Combat obviously looks better, smoother, more dynamic, and the UI looks honestly pretty good. I think like in terms of UI, I think I kind of am a sucker for that kind of stuff, because it's like it's a sleek design, but it's also pretty stylish. I think it's the perfect blend of like style and minimalist design that I really dig. I think that looks very good. Can you... How am I missing it multiple times? Yeah, I think it looks really good. I actually think like in terms of clarity, I kind of like this one more than like Zenless Zone Zero in my opinion. Like, so I don't know why, but with Zenless Zone Zero somehow I always get lost. I know I'm just stupid, but like it's just like the A, B, C, D, E. I don't really like that. I'm happy if we have a bar and I can see like, okay, it's like rank 2 or the 3. It's simple. It's in one direction. Anywho, it looks good. I'm looking forward to more information. Don't forget you can pre-register. No, not pre-register. You can apply for the next CBT. I did apply. If I get a chance to play through it, I'll be streaming it and doing some YouTube videos, and I'll keep covering it in the future either way. So thank you so much for watching. Hope this was enjoyable. And yeah, once again, big props. Check out his videos, check out his channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.